So it's hobosexual season, and I need women to be on the lookout, keep their heads on a swivel for these dudes that are needing shelter, food, and Wi-Fi. This woman posted in the Dating Over 40 subreddit saying, boyfriend of 2.5 years almost constantly criticizing me. She says, I'm a female who will be turning 44 in a week, and my boyfriend of the past 2.5 years is a 60-year-old male. So like I said, he might be looking for a nurse in a purse. She says, I was widowed in 2022 at the age of 40 when my husband, whom I had been with for a total of 22 years since I was 18, passed away very suddenly and unexpectedly, which turned my entire world upside down. I ended up meeting my boyfriend in early March of 2023, and we immediately hit it off. He has been divorced for about 15 years. Our first date was so awesome that it lasted 7 hours without us even realizing it. The first year and a half of our relationship was amazing. We made so many amazing memories together, laughed hysterically together, and can act like kids together, which we still can do to this very day. However, over the past 8 to 12 months, I feel like he's very frequently criticizing me to an extreme degree. Everything from my driving, the fact that I haven't sold my house, listen for that part, I haven't sold my house yet. He wants me to sell my house so that we can buy something together. My cooking, the way I care for my 4 golden retrievers, etc. He constantly, and I mean constantly, says that I don't listen to him. It is getting extremely hurtful and frustrating, and I feel significantly disrespected. I have been nothing but amazing to him the entire 2.5 years. I've always been respectful to him and have treated him like gold. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do know I'm an excellent, loving, and loyal partner. I even gave him my late husband's SUV to drive when the transmission in his vehicle died about 1.5 years ago, so that he wouldn't have to take on a car payment. I wasn't using it anyway, and it was just sitting in my driveway, which he still drives to this day. I've helped him financially with small things such as giving him money for gas when he needs it, and frequently even paying his cell phone bill. Yes, he does pay me back. I've never once criticized or judged him for anything. I'm seeing the red flags. Are y'all seeing the red flags? This morning when we were talking on the phone while he was on his way to my house to stop by for coffee on his way to work, as he always does, he just started laying right into me out of nowhere, going off on a rant about all of the things that I do that he doesn't agree with. And again, telling me I've taken no action to get my house sold. I had a potential buyer on a private sale, but it ended up not working out, yet somehow it's my fault, according to my boyfriend. He keeps saying, you've got nothing until you have a purchase and sales agreement. It's like he thinks I'm stupid or incompetent. After nearly a 30-minute verbal lashing, he proceeded to say, I'm not trying to judge you or change you. You're going to live your life how you see fit, and that's fine. He says this all the time lately. Part of me thinks that he's frustrated that I haven't sold my house because he can't afford to purchase a new house without me. I can't say that for certain. It's just speculation, and my best friend seems to agree. So they're seeing the warning signs. They're seeing the red flags. I told him that he makes me feel like I can't do anything right and that I'm a failure at just about everything. He then turns it around on me and says that I'm playing the victim or giving him the woe is me BS. That sort of thing won't work on him, and his ex-wife always used to pull that crap on him. He's using DARVO on her right now. Deny, attack, and reverse victim offender. So he's using DARVO. I then said, well, you clearly seem very frustrated with me, which he outright denied. He worked in law enforcement for almost 30 years and was also a behavior analysis for the feds. He also suffers from PTSD from the job. He frequently tells me that he has analyzed and formed an opinion of me. The first time he said this, I said, I'm your girlfriend, not your suspect that you need to analyze. He is very dismissive of my feelings. I was in tears when he stopped by this morning because I was so hurt by the things he said. And he said, I don't know why you're so upset. Tell me one thing I said that isn't true. I just don't know what to do. I love him with all my heart and I want us to work out, but he is really hurting me. If I didn't love and care about him so much or value our relationship as much as I do, I wouldn't be nearly this hurt or upset. I would never say the types of things that he has said to me, to him. I've never criticized a single thing he's ever done. I poured my entire heart and soul into our relationship and do nothing but try to make him happy. We're going away this Thursday for 3 days for my birthday weekend, and I really want to try and have a conversation with him about how he is making me feel. Although I'm sure I will most likely be shut down, just like all of the other times I've tried to have these types of conversations with him. He tends to avoid serious conversations that involve emotions. Can anyone suggest a good way to start the conversation that is not confrontational and will hopefully get him to really listen to me? I don't know what will work at this point, but I'm willing to try just about anything. I don't know why so many women just really want to work it out with these people that, like, why is she so in love? But it could be because she was with her husband for so long. Maybe she's just used to being paired up, because everything that she said about this man, he's 60 damn years old and needs a woman to provide for him. He needs a submissive provider. He needs her for shelter because he can't afford his own home. He couldn't afford his own car, and he can't afford his own phone payment. This dude is a freaking scrub. When I said he was looking for a nurse and a purse, I was right, because he is needing her. He's needing her purse. I don't necessarily know if he's healthy or not. He could very well still be healthy, but he does not have his own things going on. And what he's trying to do is a manipulation tactic where he keeps her off of her feet, where she probably wants to continue to do as much as she can to please him. And he's doing this on purpose because it's going to make her keep giving and giving and giving. These people, these hobosexuals, they know how to get their hooks into a host so he can have that couch, that food, that Wi-Fi code, because he cannot do this on his own. And where the heck has his money gone? If he's 60 years old and he used to be a behavioral analysis for the FBI, where the heck is his money? This is where I was tagged in. Proud Midnight says, BurbNBougie, as I quote her, your man is a pest that needs to nest and rest, and a leech that needs to release. See, I've never said leech that needs to release. She added that, but we have some rhyming going on. Proud Midnight says, please do not sell your home unless you want to. I also think if you decide to buy with him, the bills will fall on you. He is too old to act like this. I am upset with you for allowing him to drive your late husband's SUV. Please don't feel sorry for him if he decided to get a car with a note. His problem, not yours. Verity, this is a woman, I don't know her, but she says a mooch that needs to snooch. There you go. A mooch that needs to snooch. I saw that. I was like, see, you need to be in our YouTube community. Her Royal Sadness says, do you want to live with a man that hates you and is using you for money? Be kind to yourself and leave him. Defiant Violet says, absolutely this. He obviously can't support himself and has been banking on the sale of her house to improve his own situation. His escalating behavior reflects his increasing desperation. OP, please be very, very careful with this man. He is already emotionally abusing you over your money. It says over money, but it's over her money. He will be very angry when or if you turn off the financial support. And then Lala says, I can't imagine having to cover the phone or gas bill for a 60-year-old man. Exactly what I was thinking as well, Lala. Her Royal Sadness says, seriously, what happened to his money? If he put 30 years in, he should have a pension. And I don't see if he's retired or not, but it seems like he could still be working at 60 if he needs money. He wants what OP and her husband built together because he somehow messed up his own finances. And then Anang says, you don't get a pension if you get fired for misconduct. It says, say if you have severe anger management problem and it affects your work. Not saying that's necessarily what happened, but that's one reason it could be. And then finally at the bottom, Lala says, exactly. I agree with the comments that he's becoming more critical of her the more desperate he is to link himself to her financially. There you have it. Please, y'all, I do these all the time because we need to be aware of their tactics, and women need to be able to protect themselves. When they start doing this, the love bombing, the future faking, all of this is for a reason. And if they are financially unstable, it could impact you. So please be aware. I hope that this woman listens. I don't know, but regardless, you need to know and understand the things that they do. Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Share, share, share.